Stay tuned to find out if we may or may not have come back from this horrible position. Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. It is now Wednesday of still week 1 of Dominaria United, and we are on draft number 3 here on the channel. If you haven't checked out the first 2 drafts yet, go ahead and check those out on my on your subscription page. And if you're not subscribed, you want to go ahead and do that so you can find those drafts. But for today, let's hop right in to our pack 1 pick 1. Sorry, my voice is still a little weird here today. Hopefully it gets better. But we've got Namada Primeval Warden, 4-mana 3/4 reach. If a creature an opponent controls would die, instead they exile it and you make a Saproling. You can sack a Saproling to give it +2/+2 and also sack 2 to draw a card. I think that's a pretty good rare, to be honest. Mesa Cavalier sticks out as a pretty good common here. Phyrexian Rager, also a very good common. I didn't have this in my top black commons earlier, and I don't know why, because I think it is. But this seems pretty good. Wheeling this Slimefoot Survey would be pretty awesome, but we'll see if we can start with Namada and then go from there. Cards that catch my eye here. Citizen's Arrest, pretty good white common, but you need to be pretty heavy white to play this card. Knight of Dawn's Light is a very good white uncommon. 2-mana 2/2 first strike, can pump it, and a little bit of a life gain synergy in there. Zar Ojanen. Whenever it becomes tapped, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control with toughness less than the number of basic land types among the lands you control. This could be a really, really good combo with Namada because of all the Saprolings. They're all going to be 1/1s. And even if we're just a 2 or 3 color deck, all those Saprolings will get counters. Now there is just Phyrexian Rager, which could go really well with this. I want to try to spike and do a little bit of a multicolored thing. I think this set allows you to do some pretty fun multicolored stuff, so I want to try it here. Timeless Lotus is not quite one of those multicolored payoffs. Ellis Ilkor. I mean, that's pretty good combo here as well. We could do like a, oh goodness, I don't know my shards very well. Green, black, white kind of thing. Abzan? I think that's Abzan. There's also a Sunlit Marsh, which is probably what I'm going to take to try to play these two. There's also a Tribute to Urborg, but that's... and a Bone Splinters, to be honest. I think if we want to try to do some kind of fun little, you know, domain-based thing, I think we're going to have to make sure we get these lands. These are all good cards, honestly. But we have to make sure we get these lands if we want to try something like this. So, again, there's a Bone Splinters here, there's a Vohar here, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Haunted Mire. Works really well with our first 2 picks here. We'll be able to fill out our deck with a bunch of playables. I mean, it's 2022. They don't print cards that are straight up unplayable very much anymore. So let's take the Haunted Mire and see if we can find ourselves in some sort of fun domain type of thing. Here's a Tellurian Geyser. I really do like that card. There's also just a Wooded Ridgeline. Juniper Order Root Weaver. Toxic Abomination. I think with these 2 cards, we want green to be our base. So I think I'm just going to land on Wooded Ridgeline here. Inscribed Tablet. That seems really slow. I don't really like that too much. I'm going to go ahead and just take the land here and then just keep feeling things out. There is a Take Up the Shield. This is a really, really good combat trick in this set. It's currently performing as the #1 white common. I don't know how long that's going to last, but it's very good. Aggressive Sabotage, whatever. I did like Beachfront. I don't know if blue is going to be a color we want to touch, but there is Floriferous Vine Wall. Pretty good with Domain. Draws you a land. And we already have 3 lands that we're interested in finding. So if we want to be base green, this could be a pretty good card for us here. Now there is Splatter Goblin. There's Rona. That's a more of an instant or sorceries build around here. There's Battlefly Swarm. Nothing else is very impressive. I think I'm going to take the Splatter Goblin here, and now there's Contaminated Aquifer. Eerie Soul Tender is okay. 3 mana, 3/1, mill 3, and you can exile it from your yard to return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. This reminds me of Maestro's Initiate from Streets of New Capenna, which didn't end up being that great, so I don't know how good this card's going to be. Hammerhand, much more of an aggressive card. A couple of blue cards here, but I think the land is really all we need, so... We already have Domain right now. So if we can find some more... And Slimefoot Survey did come back. This is really, really good. 5 mana. Search your library for 2 land cards that have a basic land type. Mind you, these can find these dual lands. Put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Then you look at the top X, where X is your domain. Put one of them on top and the rest on bottom. So we're going to see if we can be some sort of green-based domain kind of thing here. No idea if this deck is good, but I'm the one here trying it out for you in case it's not, so that you don't have to waste your gems at home. But this seems like a fun little part of the format here with these tons of dual lands running around. So sorry about all this coughing today. I thought this was better, but... All right. Scout the Wilderness. Search your library for basic land. Card. Not the dual lands. Specifically a basic land. Put on the battlefield tapped. Kicked, create 2 1/1s. That's fine. There's also Pixie Illusionist, which could be pretty good if we go like green-blue. But let's go ahead and take Scout the Wilderness here. I think I want to try to stay base green. And then just take a bunch of gold cards. You know. These aren't really the cards I want to be splashing. This one, I mean, it is a good domain combat trick. But I'm not really sure we're going to want combat tricks too much. Vohar came back. So did Contaminated Aquifer. But I said I'm going to take all the lands and then, you know, just the gold cards. So let's take Vohar, see if we can fit that into this deck somehow. I've already got 4 lands. Would not mind playing some more. This deck is looking to be a pile of cards. I'm not usually the one to draft these kind of decks, but... You know, I want to make sure I can give you all some different kinds of content on the channel rather than just some straight 2-color aggro decks, as much as I do like them. Now we've got Herd Migration. It's a 7-mana sorcery, but it has Domain, make a 3/3 for each basic land type you control, which is crazy. In our deck, that's going to be like 7 mana, make 4 3/3s or 5 3/3s. And you could also discard it to search your library for your basic land, put it in your hand, shuffle, and gain 3 life. It's kind of like a channel ability, basically. I think I'm going to land on that here. Elfheim Worm would be pretty good on the wheel. Root Wallow would also be pretty good on the wheel. Bone Splinters, I'd probably play a copy now that we have Namada here. So let's go ahead and take Herd Migration. Nishoba Brawler is exactly what we're looking for. 2 mana, X3, Trample. Its power is equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control. You love to see that. There's also Tatiova, but I'm not sure how good this card is. It's a 3 mana 3/3, but you could start animating your lands once you have 7 or more. Granted, we do have Slimefoot Survey. We have Scout the Wilderness already, so maybe this could be good. I do like Extinguish the Light, but if we're going to be a domain deck, we got to get these domain payoffs in here. So let's be green base domain. And this is what I'm looking at so far. And we'll see how much of this we can fit in. Weathered Treaty. Let's see. Okay, 3 mana ramp. Make a Saproling. And then +X and Trample. That's not great. I mean, it is another way to ramp, but it's not outstanding. There's a Tribute for some removal. There's a Magnagoth Sentry, which I like. 4 mana, 4/4 reach. It's pretty good. This isn't really the domain payoff I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the Sentry here. It's just a good card that'll put up a wall for our opponents. So let's go ahead and take that. Vine Shaper Prodigy. There's also Radiant Grove, though. Oof. And a Lightning Strike. And a Blight Pile. I really, really want to try out this Defenders deck at some point, but I'm not sure today's that day. We have to make sure we find some more blue lands to kick this, but this is a very, very good card. There's also Radiant Grove here. I would not mind playing that. Let's go ahead and take Vine Shaper Prodigy. I guess we take Root Walla. Lagomos is not for us. Beachfront is a maybe. Geyser is good, but let's take Root Walla here. We're not really married to either black or white as a second color. We know we're base green. But I want to get some more domain payoffs, like Brawlers. This is like a medium domain payoff. But also going to make sure this curve stays fine down here. This is one of the really good domain payoffs, I think. Especially with Slimefoot Survey, we can go like turn 3 Scout, turn 4 Slimefoot, turn 5 Herd Migration for 5. Like, that's busted. Let's hope we can get that combo going. Balduvian Atrocity, 3 mana, 2/3 Menace, ETBs. If it was kicked, return target creature card. Then it has like the whole Active Treason text on it. There's Colossal Growth, but that's not... I'm not looking for combat tricks in this deck. There's Flowstone Infusion. Let's take the Atrocity here. We have 3 lands that touch black already. Although Phyrexian Warhorse is actually quite good with Nimata. So I'm actually going to take the Warhorse here. Nael, 4 mana, 2/4 flyer. Deals combat damage. Look at the top. X of your library. X is your domain. Put one of them on top. Rest on bottom. Then if you have domain, draw a card. All right. This seems like a good payoff for us. Let's take that here. It's going to be hard to pass up on a Tangled Islet, although I really like Urborg Repossession. That's tough. I really, really do like Urborg Repossession. In a deck with Nael, Zaro, Janin, Nimata. This is tough, but I really, really think we got to eat our vegetables and take the Tangled Islet. Did get a Bone Splinters here, so that's good. Let's go ahead and take Bone Splinters. Another one? Or a Splattered Goblin? Let's take Splatter Goblin. I don't think we're main decking any of these cards here. All right, so what are we looking for? We're looking for maybe a couple more lands, and, you know, some more good domain payoffs. Another Nashoba Brawler would be great. Last pick, Flowstone Infusion? Wow. That's a no. Yavimaya Iconoclast, 2 mana, 3/2. If it was kicked, it gets +1/+1 in haste. That's okay. There's an Elfheim Worm, which we haven't picked up one yet. I don't think Tura Kinnerud is for us. So I think this is between Elfheim Worm and Iconoclast. There is a Lightning Strike, but I think red is a color we're not quite touching as far as playing cards out of that color. I think I'm going to take the 2-drop here. It's a 2 mana 3/2, and I mean, that's good enough. Good on our curve. We want to survive till we get to some of this stuff, right? So let's go ahead and take the 2 mana 3/2 here. Can we play this? 5 mana 5/5 Flying Ward 2. Yes. That's the answer. The beginning of your end step, if a creature or planeswalker an opponent control was dealt excess damage, create a 4/4. I think we can make that work. What are you? How about you? Unfortunately, there's a lot of good cards in this pack. There's Extinguish the Light. There's Bite Down. There's Mossbeard Ancient. But I think we can make this work, right? We have one ridgeline. I think we can make this work. This is just good. Do we have dragons? I don't think we have any dragons, do we? No. That's fine, though. It's a 5-mana 5/5 flying ward 2 with upside. Let's take it. Ooh, Rulik Mons. Ooh, that seems really good. Oh, but there's so many good lands I want here. I would love a wooded ridgeline now that we have Rith. Can we wheel Rulik Mons? Do we have enough playables? Probably. That's another one that could wheel. I think we could wheel any one of these 4 cards here and be happy. But these lanes are going to go quick. I think we have to take Rulik Mons. Well, you know what? I'm taking the ridgeline because if my argument for taking this or the ridgeline over that is that we need red for that, we're taking another one. So I don't want to take another red card without having the red mana. And we do get access to a Mossbeard Ancient here. That's great. So 7 mana, 7/7 trample, gain 5. You'd love to see that. Although there is a Rada Coalition Warlord that has domain. Do we have any enlist? I don't think we do. I'm going to take the Mossbeard Ancient over the Rada. If we had enlist, this would be great. Let's take the Ancient here. Now we have Elfhame Worm. We have another Vine Wall. Or we have a couple of lands here. I would take Beachfront more than likely over Tributary, but the question is, do we want a Vine Wall? I think I do. Yeah, I think I need the Vine Wall in this deck as well. So let's take that here. Now we have a Gaia's Might, Sojourner. I think we could play this card. In our deck, this will more than likely be like a 5 mana 4/6. If we can get it to a 4 mana 4/6, that would be great. So let's take the Sojourner here. Sunlit Marsh or a Weathersaid Treaty. I think we have to make sure we end up with enough playables. So I'm going to take the Treaty here. Urg, Spawn of Turg. Hello. Number of land cards in your graveyard. Beginning your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may put it into your graveyard. Sacrifice a land, gain 2 life. But there are 2 really good lands here. And this is double black. I'm going to take the land. I'm not sure how good this card is. It's hard to cast, especially in our deck. Guess I'll take another Warhorse over Espionage or Battle Rage Blessing. We could take Espionage, but that might be hard to cast on our deck. See if we wheel any of those other cards here. Crystal Grotto. Mossbeard Ancient Wield. Wow. All right. Let's take that. Sojourner Wield. Okay. Got a lot of top end, that's for sure. See if we can get there. All right, 3 mana, 3/2. It trades. I guess we're going to do that. We didn't wheel any of those lands. So. Oh, well, here we are. Good. We'll play that one. All right, let's get to this interesting deck build here. All right, so I'm going to cut all the lands here and then see how we want to build this. This is 24. We know we're base green. We have a couple of black cards in here. Bone Splinters goes well with the Vine Wall. Gosh, my voice is just the worst today. Sorry about that. I like everything else here. Splatter Goblin as a 2-drop is a little interesting. I don't know. Depends on how much black sources we're able to fit in here. All right, and then the War Horses are like, not great. Do you want to like fit in a Broken Wings or a Gaia's Might or a Vohar. Can we fit in a Vohar? I don't know if we can. So this is 24. I think we have to cut one more card. I don't think the Warhorse is that great in this deck, even with the Saprolings off of Nimata. Double Goblin seems okay. All right, so let's take our first stab at a domain deck here. We're going to want 3 red sources. 1, 2, 3. Already got it. We're going to want probably 4 white sources, and we currently have 1. Okay, so let's see if we can fit in maybe 2 plains. That'd be 3 white sources. We're going to want, we have a kicker here, or we have a blue here. We have a blue on the kicker here. We have some white on that kicker. So we're going to want probably 3 blue. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we could play 1 island. Black, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably 1 swamp. And the rest forests. All right, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green sources. You want a minimum of 10 in this deck. Do we even need to run a basic island? Probably not. I think this looks fine. Famous last words, right? All right, well, here's my first crack at a domain deck here, and we're going to see how it does in the best of 1 queue. Go ahead and take a look at the subscription button here underneath this video, and I would love if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and smash on that subscription button. I am still getting over a sickness trying to get you this content that I know I need to get to you, and I know that you crave, so it would be greatly appreciated if you're able to do that. And, yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can find our way through this draft here. Jeez. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Root Walla. Okay. Alright, I think we have to scout the wilderness here to find our cards. I think we can get a white or a black. Black to cast this, white to cast this. We have fewer white sources. So I'm going to take the plains here. And we found the black anyway. Alright, so for mana efficiency, we could do Tortoise and Goblin here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm expecting a counterspell. There it is. Oh, don't have 2. Okay. This is really good on this board because we can trade and then kill. Okay, so we have to discard a card. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. Goodness gracious. God, sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to kick this here. Cast our own little organ hoarder. And find herd migration. I think. Yeah, we gotta take herd migration, right? No attacks. Alright. Blue-black tempo from them. Alright, I'm fine to trade here. So we don't have any basic mountains to get with herd migrations, so I think I'm just gonna do Goblin and Brawler here. See if they do have the Essence Scatter. If they do, they wanted to save it. Alright, down goes Nishoba Brawler. Go ahead and be mana efficient here. Alright, they have a 5/5. Not a bad draw, not a bad draw. Gives us domain. If we draw a land, we can make 3, or we can make 5 3/3s. And if we don't draw land, we can cast Rith Liberated Primeval. Okay, guess I'll do this. Let's see if they have a way to protect it now. Or kill one of our creatures. Okay, yeah, they do. I'm still going to give it here so we can try to trade. Alright. The Vine Wall can help us cast Herd Migration next turn. This thing isn't looking great on the board as long as the Swarm is here. So I'm just going to cast the Vine Wall. Oh no! It tapped so badly. We could have cast this because it for some reason tapped a white. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, well, I guess we'll take this because now we can't cast that. Alright, well that sucks. Alright. 7/7. Boy, I really don't... I hope they don't have a way to counter this. Like a main deck negate or something. Alright, well, let's see. Oh my gosh, they get to counter the spell now, don't they? Well, that's horrible. Okay, go ahead. Alright, we'll trade this for the Butterfly Swarm. Battlefly Swarm. Okay. Oh, that's so bad. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so we're just going to play Mossbeard Ancient here. Stabilize a little bit, trade that off. Next turn we can go Rith and Yavimaya. Alright, so let's go ahead and play Rith. Then we'll play Yavimaya here. Getting these domain payoffs down. Go to combat. And then what I'm going to try to do here... Oh, God, why does it do this? Which is what gameplay one? Oh, are you kidding me? Why does it do this? Okay. Which one is the automatically ordered damage? Okay, so we're going to turn that off so that we can attack with both here. And if they double block... Okay, they didn't double block. But if they did, we would order it so that this would take extra damage to make the 4/4. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and drop another 7/7. Why not? I guess I did that wrong. I could have played the Vine Wall, gotten an untapped land, played the Ancient. But, you know, when we're just dropping chonkers like this, it's going to be hard to lose. So, alright, well, that paid off. See if we can keep it up in the next rounds. Okay, so we're on the play here, and we can't cast any card in our hand. I'm not sure we can keep this. Unfortunately, this is better. We have a Vine Wall into Scout the Wilderness. Yeah, this is much, much better here. So let's go ahead and put the Forest back. Go ahead, play the Islet, play Forest. Hopefully we can find a Plains. That would be really nice. Now I wish we would have played that so we could play Goblin, but... Yeah, I guess we're taking this here. Next turn we could play Goblin, play one of these tap lands. Oh no, we can't play Goblin. Alright, well let's play tap land, another Vine Wall, see what we find. Alright, so there's the Plains. Do we want to tap one or an untap? So next turn we could play Molten Tributary and Goblin, and the following turn we could play Plains. So let's take the Plains here. Then we will have full domain as well for Zaro Janin. So we'll do tap land, Goblin. And then this can trade off. Let's see if we can successfully trade here. Alright, that worked out. And I have another one. This seems really good to me. Don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Because we could kick this, make 2 1/1s, and then tap this, put a 1/1 counter on everything. Alright, so this is going to die. But we're going to get 1/1 counters on 4 creatures here. So let's kick this. I think we could get the black. Play the Plains, attack, and then buff everything. I know it dies, but again, we got 4 1/1 counters out of the deal on this thing, so fine by me. We could probably go back and reorder this normally. Uh-oh, those are good. That's a really good card. Does it have reach? No. Gosh, I want to play all these things. I mean, getting all this going is so good, but I'm going to be mana efficient here and just play my 7-drop while they're tapped out. Gain 5 life. Call it a day. These defilers. This green one is the best of the defiler cycle, for sure. 5 mana, 6/6. Put a woe encounter on each creature you control if you pay the Phyrexian. Yep, there they go. There's another one. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay, well, we're just going to lose to this thing then. Does any of this have reach? No. Okay, so we have 7 mana, so we can go 3+4 here. Can we play both of these? Yeah, we can. So let's do this. Let's do this. And then hope we don't die to putting all of the 1/1 counters on all of their creatures over and over again. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. At least they don't have reach. Alright, well this needs to die. Everything have trample? Whoa. Okay. Okay. Oh man, we're just getting completely toasted by this this Defiler of Vigor here. Yeah, this is going to be one of the best bomb rares in the set, if you haven't figured it out by now. None of this has reach again, right? Correct. So let's get in with this thing. Put one on top of your library. And then we draw a card, and then we cast Herd Migration? Okay. I mean, maybe it's a way to stabilize. There's another one, why not? Holy smokes. Alright, well we can chump that. That would kill 4 of them and we'd take 15. Feels bad, because these both still have trample. I mean, I don't like it, obviously, but we're not really in a spot to do much about it. I mean, I haven't done the math, but I feel like we have to try to deal some damage here. Bone Splinters is quite good for us. How many black do we have? We have 2 black here. Okay, so we can Bone Splinters. I really want to get this down because they could die out of nowhere, but like, I don't know. Okay, so we target this one. We sacrifice this one. We could play a 4-3 and a 2-1, or just a 5-5. All right. Let's try this. Let's see. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This can trade. We have to chump here, and then we have to chump both of these. We have to chump here, and then we can trade with both of these, and we would take 4. We'd take 6 doing it this way. And all of our creatures would die. Right? Yeah, we'd take 4 plus 2. We'd take 6. And then all of these creatures would die. They'd be left with these 2. Well, we're not dead. Yet. Oh, it's only... I thought this was going to get a counter. It's only +1/+1 till end of turn. Okay. Please have just drawn a land. Okay, good. Alright. Can we play both of these? No, we can't. So... what's our best chance of winning this game? If we attack with this and then we draw a 2-drop, we can play Rith and a 2-drop. Then we could block here, chump here, win next turn. If we just play Rith and don't attack, we eat this one and we chump here. And then next turn we'd still have to chump, more than likely. So I think our best chance of winning is attacking and hitting a 2-drop. I know it's risky, but it's kind of what we have to do. There's the 2-drop, so let's take that. Then we'll go green, black, play this. And then play Rith. And now we are in the driver's seat. Especially if they just top deck a land, I think we might have the win. They're doing the math of who blocks who, and if they attack, what happens here. All right, we did it. Oh my goodness. What an insane end to that game. Really got to take advantage of where you are in the board state and what your outs are. Because if we had done it the other way, I don't think we win that game. But we kind of spiked something off the top, got the win. All right, not a bad start here. We'll go ahead and keep this one, and then we'll lead on Haunted Mire, and I don't know which one to play yet. I'll figure that out. Still really from that last game. That might be one of the best games I think I've played. One of the tightest games I think I've played in months. It's really, really good game there. I mean, there was that... Just gonna play this one. Yeah, there was that, what's it called? That... oh God, what are those things called? The Mythic Rare or whatever? The green thing that Phyrexian mana put things all over everything they all had the whole time. And we managed to get through on that, which is great. So let's go ahead and play the Ridgeline here. We'll play the Goblin. Kills this thing if it dies, which is great. Sorry, I could not think of the name of that card. I don't know. It's still very early in the format. I'll figure out the names of those things soon. All right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and play this, and then I am fine attacking with both because this will then get exiled. We'll get a Sapperling. And off we go. Next turn we play Rith, then we kick this thing and domain to the heavens. Okay, down goes Namada. I think we just have to lead on this, don't we? Man, when this deck comes together, it comes together. We are doing the domain thing, aren't we? Hopefully not another Citizen's Arrest. That would suck. Okay, all right. Turn 5 Rith. Let's go. 3-0, baby. Alright, so this hand's interesting. We have 4 drops here. We have 7 drops. We do have a 2 drop, and it's very slow. I mean, I'm gonna keep it. I'd cross my fingers that we survive here. Leading on this, in case we draw an untapped land, we could play this Goblin. No untapped land. I might play the Vine Wall if we don't draw land. Alright, so it looks like they're doing a domain thing as well. Rager. It's a good one. We did draw the land, so I will lead on Goblin. Our late game is better, so I'm just going to preserve my life total here. I know they get the 2-for-1 there, but what are you going to do about it? Okay. It's pretty good. I'm going to lead on Vine Wall in the event that we find an untapped land that we can play Splatter Goblin. So definitely want the plains here. Play Splatter Goblin. Next turn we can play either of these cards. They're getting priority for a single green. It could be that Domain Combat trick. The Domain Combat trick. I don't know exactly. Kicked Vine Shaper Prodigy. That's good. Again, I really hope you forgive the voice here today. I mean, it's the life of a content creator. The set doesn't wait for you. You have to go with what you got, unfortunately. All right, so they very well might have this kicked combat trick here. Not kicked, but the domain combat trick. So it's basically, we're going to trade Splatter Goblin for that trick, essentially. So that's what I'm assuming will happen here, and I guess that's fine at the end of the... Oh, no, okay. Well, that worked. Got ourselves a 1-1. We do have domain. Black, blue, green, red, white. Alright, down goes Namada. And a 0-5. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play my 4-4. Yeah, we are two domain decks going at it here, aren't we? Hey, there's an 8/8. All right, here comes Zaro Janin. And unfortunately, as long as this thing is untapped, we can't attack with that. Okay. Well, theoretically now we can attack with it, so I'm not gonna block this time. I could chump with that 1/1. I probably should have chumped with the 1/1. Alright. Cross your fingers that Zaro Janin survives into our attack step here. That would be busted if we're able to attack with it. Let me attack. Let me attack. No, they have a fight spell. Oh, they have the bite spell. Darn it. Oh. Okay, well, we can't really attack then. Darn, we would have been able to put a 1/1 counter on all of our creatures, and it would have survived, too. That would have been insane, but... Can't be so lucky. What does that even do? Okay, so 4 mana exile, artifact, or enchantment. If it was kicked, you get to do any permanent. Would have loved to find a Territorial Morrow for this deck, but can't be lucky all the time. Okay, well at least... Oh, they just went straight for the 4/4. Okay. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Think I've gotta get... What does this do? I think I want to get my creature down here. Alright, so we're going to have to find something. Good thing is the Magnagoth Sentry does block the dragon, so, I mean, we have that. Alright, that makes their blight pile better. Not to mention, this is a defender, and it'll find another... Oh no, they have the good one. Alright, looks like they are part of the defender deck here. This is going to be difficult. This is certainly going to be difficult. I don't know how we're going to push through this last bit of damage here. I think I have to get rid of the blight pile. Right? I mean, this is a clock that I can't really deny. I think we could deal with the dragon for now, as long as we have this. I don't think we're in a rush for the +3/+3, so let's just play this. We'll start on chapter 1. Get the land. I think I'll take the plains here. And then we'll go ahead and target this, sacrificing our O2. And then no attacks. They do have a way to cast the Wingmantle Chaplain because of their Crystal Grotto here. We have some good draws in the deck. We just got to find them. Either way, this draft has been so sweet so far. Win or lose this game, it's been a heck of a gameplay portion of this draft video. So when this ETBs, they make 2 1/1s, flyers, and then whenever another defender ETBs, they get another 1/1 flyer. Pretty good. Okay, here comes the chaplain. Get 2 1/1 flyers. And now they have a 10/10. And now we have nothing. So we've used herd migration, we've used Namada. We have our flying dragon thing. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that'll probably kill us, I think. Get another 4/4. Yeah, I think this one is kind of over in their favor. We just don't really have our cards anymore here. They should be attacking with that dragon. I think I'm going to have to block. Alright, go to combat. Get in here. Does this have trample? Of course it doesn't. It'd be really great if it did. I think I have to kill the dragon, as annoying as it is. And go ahead. So this thing could get +10/+10 right now. But they have chump blockers for days, so... Plus their blight pile is going to ping us for 3 every turn. I'm not sure we have any removal in this deck. Alright, so I'm going to have to do this now in case they choose the first one. I think when they choose it, I don't get a chance to respond to which one they choose. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah, see, I didn't get a chance to respond to that dragon getting made. Alright, well, it would be good if they didn't have a bunch of flyers. Yeah, now we're just going to get pinged out by the blight pile. This is definitely a reason to get into the Defender's deck. It's really... Oh, no. Holy Defender's deck. They've got it. They've got the Domain Defender's deck. That's pretty cool. Phyrexian Rager. Yeah, I don't really see a way out of this one. We don't have like a board wipe or anything, so... Alright. Yeah, go ahead. Alright, well, save your time. I'm just going to go ahead and get on to the next one here. They definitely got us with their defenders and recursion and things. It's a pretty sweet deck on the opponent side there. Okay, so we're first. We can only cast this card out of our hand. Nothing else. Oh, this is rough. Alright, I'm gonna keep it and then and then hate myself in about 3 minutes. So we're gonna need some lands? Yeah, some lands will do. That's something, I guess. Alright, we'll trade that for Splatter Goblin more than likely. And now we need lands. Still. And lots of them. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, one more untapped land, please. That's the opposite. Uh-oh. Well, we need the land, so let's go ahead and get the plains. So we can cast Rith if we draw an untapped land. Okay. Guess we're doing this. No, don't kill it, please. I need to survive. Alright, well, you know, it was a risk keeping that hand, but I think we are pretty much toast here. Have no choice but to jump. And I don't really see a way out of this now. Yeah, that'll definitely kill us. So it can't even do anything. It passes it right back. Okay, well that's the disadvantage of playing decks like this. Sometimes, like I said, in about 3 minutes, I'm going to be hating myself. And I did exactly that. Probably should have mulliganed. But sometimes you want to get lucky. Okay, well this is a better hand to keep because we have Vine Wall and Goblin. So we're definitely keeping this one. And my plan is to play Goblin if we draw a land. If we don't draw a land, play the Vine Wall so we can try to find one. Well, actually, we can just play the Goblin next turn. If we don't find a land, we can play the... We're going to play the Vine Wall next turn anyway. So let's get some power and toughness on the board here. And we'll get in. Please don't counter this. We really need it. They're thinking about it. Okay. So we need red and white for this, so... But we need blue for this. I think I'm going to take the Aquifer. So we're closer to casting Nael. And next turn we can either cast Nael, Nemata, or a Tortoise. Okay. Give me an untapped land here. There we go. So now, well... I'm going to lead on this, actually, because I'd like to get this 1-1 if they choose to trade here. No, alright. Man, Nemata dies every time. I'm just going to play Nael here. I think I'm at the point where I'm probably going to play Weather Seed plus channel this, but I don't know. Depends on what we draw, obviously. Darn. Okay, well that's locked down for a good bit here. Alright, so there's the land. Do I want to play the tortoise or do I want to play treaty? I think I'm going to play treaty here. And then I'm actually not going to do this because we're going to be pretty close to being able to just cast it, right? So I think I'm going to get the white. Now we just need red. They keep on coming in with the Rager. It's not a race they win, but they're probably going to play a creature that's big enough to block this time, I think. Yeah, that is big enough. Okay, so we can do herd migration for 4, which I will do. So let's trade here. I know they draw a card off of this, but they're not going to expect that we're going to get 4 3/3s out of this deal here either. So that's the good news. Okay. Man, herd migration has been great in this deck. 7 mana for 4 3/3s. I mean, it's about what you want in limited, right? Let's hope they don't have some sort of board wipe. Okay, they have a 4/4. So it's going to get +4/+4. It'll be a 7. Alright, so I'll give it here. I'll go to combat. I'll attack with it. Fair. Okay, they have another 4/4. But unfortunately, that one blocks this one, so that sucks. And enlist on this isn't great because they could just block it with the Rager, so we're kind of stuck here. Yeah, can't really do anything, unfortunately. Alright, let's hope this one doesn't slip away from us here. I thought we kind of had this, but... Okay, so this tells me they have an answer to Nael. They have another flyer. No? Okay. Alright, so let's see if they do anything about Nael here. I'm sure they will. No? Alright, well, that resolved. They were two... So if we top this wooded ridge line, we're 2 turns away from casting this, but this card is rotting in our hand right now, but it's very, very good. So I think I'm gonna top it because next turn if this hits and we play that, we'll be able to draw the card immediately. Alright, cross your fingers, no Essence Scatter here. Never didn't have it. It's almost like I called that one, didn't I? They are at 8. I mean, we're going to be at 6, though. Okay, now they're at 11. And we're going to be at 5. So we're dead next turn is what it sounds like, right? Okay, so they have one card in hand. What are the chances it's an instant or a sorcery? I mean, it's possible, but I don't want to be chumping with this. Alright, well, this could be the end, but let's see. Alright, well, cross your fingers, no more Essence Scatter. Are you kidding me? They had another Essence Scatter, and they topped it, so it's an instant, so we lose. They had double Essence Scatter for both of our Mossbeard Ancients. Well, GG's, I guess. That sucks. They did top that card, so... Gibbering Barricade. Alright. Trying to find that instant or sorcery. Go to 1. Alright, well, we have a blocker now. But unfortunately, this thing is just going to kill us. So we have to top deck something. Really, the Essence Scatter. The double Essence Scatter? Is that what you're telling me? They have 5 blockers for our 5 attackers, so... I mean, if we attacked with everything, like, nothing good comes out of that. We just have to find something off the top here with Nael. None of that will do it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 4 more mana. So we could cast this for 3. Yeah, this will just... Oh, wait, no. This isn't the one that kills us. Oh, I was thinking this was the one from the last game. Okay. So maybe we're not dead here. So we can cast this. And then still cast, right? So if it's Essence Scatter, I want them to counter this. So we need to keep up a white, a red, and a green. So 1, 2, 3. We still have a white, a red, and a green. So let's cast this here. Then we'll cast this. One time, no Essence Scatter. Okay. Alright, they're digging. They're digging. That'll do it. They found it. Okay. Well, you know what? I think this deck was really good. I think it should have gone more than 4 and... better than 3 and 3. Started 3-0, finished 3-3. Got a little lucky on their part there. We kind of threw away one of the games by not mulliganing. But you know what? That deck was sweet. And you know formats are going to be fun if decks like this exist in those formats. So win or lose, we're still here taking this 3-3 to the bank. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I will see you next time for your daily draft.